I would say, with the exception of maybe a handful, most of your loyals were there.
Right, agreed.
Yeah. I mean, his loyals have traveled from all over. I mean, there's a lot of them from New Jersey, Brooklyn. A couple of them come in from Queens. I know one or two of them from the Bronx come in. A lot of Staten Island locals. Again, your regulars, your loyal fans are going to come regardless. So you want to see if you're able to bring in new people, if the names are actually bringing in these new people or not. And I think the only way to test that is with a larger venue and see if that name put an extra 30, 40 people in the house. If not, then you know where you stand. Then your loyals are who you got, and that's what you deal with.
And I just think, people, it all depends on, not to bring in that, to strive to bring in that extra people. Like a guy like Billy Gunn will do that. A guy like Matt Hardy will do that. They'll bring in those people that were on the fence about, they have this person there. It still hasn't caught my interest. But, they're taking it to another level. Now I have to go to the show.
I think a lot of people have the attitude, even if they have a Matt Hardy, I'm still not going to go unless it has Matt Hardy, Billy Gunn, and so on and so forth.
Right.
That's how some people think.
Well, but also on the flip side of that in order to keep that fan base is to keep on coming back, we'd have to consistently bring in guys of that caliber over every month, which that becomes
hard, and it's not easy to do.
It becomes an issue.
Well, we don't make the money back on certain guys, definitely. There's guys that we made money on. There's guys that we thought we would make money on that we didn't.
No, and
that's the same guy I think we're going to keep going back to.
Yeah. It's unfortunate to say, that this particular person did it. We all thought that we hit a home run with this guy, and it was when the day came, it was just very disappointing.
Oh God, this is not a Brodus Clay conversation, is it?
No,
I don't use Brodus Clay.
He's disappointed us.
I was very happy when I had Brodus first time
Brodus has disappointed many.
This guy that was speaking of wasn't only a bust for us; he was a bust to whoever Richie took him.
Oh yeah, he was and I think Kev, you could figure it out. It wasn't that long ago.
I think I figured it out.
I'll have to think about
it. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. So before we brought you guys on, we were talking about March 5th. Warriors of Wrestling's got a big show, as they normally do after conventions, and
I personally think this is probably one of the biggest Warriors of Wrestling shows that I've ever been a part of, and I've been working with Joe. In May it'll be 3 years that we've been working together.
And I'll extend safety for it. Go ahead, Kev.
Oh, well, too bad. He can hate a lot of things.
The rumor has it that prior to Richie and Joe working together, Joe had a full head of hair. So I don't know if that's true.
That's a long time ago, Kev. That's a long time ago.
All right. Well, that was just. I guess it was just a rumor.
For another show.
It was just a rumor. Let's see. March 5th, Warriors of Wrestling presents at 3555 Richard Boulevard in Staten Island, New York. Huge show, huge cast. Not only the Warriors of Wrestling superstars and students. We're going to have, RDP is going to be bringing in WWE Hall of Famer Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. The last ECW Heavyweight Champion Rhino. Let's see, who else is going to be there? Former TNA Knockout Champion Brooke. And was Rebel ever champ?
No, Rebel was never champ.
Okay. Well, TNA Knockout Rebel will be there as well.
He is now the leader of the Dollhouse since Kong fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, well, she'll be in WWE scene. You got former WWE tag teams from the Golden Era, the Killer Bees. You got indie sensation, soon to be signed with NXT this spring, Chelsea Diamond. And, of course, we got indie star Nyla Rose, who a lot of people know up the north and southeast coast. Very intimidating character.
The Destroyer.
SJ George, he knows all about Nyla.
Is she bigger than Natalie?
She's big.
She might not be as tall, but oh my God, bro. I've seen her pick up guys like 260, 80-pound guys and plant them. So
Jesus.
I just watched the SJ George. There's a video of him being sandwiched in a power bomb. Like he's like literally licking his kneecaps. So, that was at a Valkyrie show. But
I just want to, before we hold up, Kev, I don't want to give nobody any type of fake. That's a 6-woman tag match. Obviously, Brooke announced that she was pregnant. She will not be physically wrestling.
Well,
she will be at ringside with them.
She'll still be doing the meet and greet, though, correct?
Yes, absolutely. She'll still be, at ringside. She will not be, I can't let her go in the ring.
Yeah, of course not. So, all right. I mean, did you figure out what you're going to do with that match, or what are you going to do?
Yes. We have a replacement for her, but like I said, I don't want nobody thinking she's going to wrestle. Obviously she's pregnant, so she cannot wrestle.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. And I see Natalie. She's one of my favorites. One of my favorite of your students, making her way up the roster.
She's trying.
She's gotten better.
She really is trying.
Yeah,
she definitely has, and she works hard.
Yeah, she definitely does. And of course, we're gonna have.
I'd say by the summer. I hope. And I've been wrong before. I'd say you'd see her on the main shows consistently.
Okay, we're gonna have Rude Boy Riley, of course, will be on the card. Logan Black. I'm sure we'll have some appearances.
Logan Black's wrestling Rhino.
Oh yeah, well I'm just going by your poster, so I don't want to forget anybody on the poster. And then Catrid and Bonesaw Jesse Brooks, one of my favorites. And I'm sure we'll get
in a 6-woman tag.
I guess we'll get an appearance by Joey B somewhere in this show.
No, I'm not wrestling.
No, you're not even gonna come in the ring.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kev. I know you're not gonna be there, but I know your associates will be there. If we don't do good at the convention, you're gonna see me versus the Greg outside.
Yeah.
In a parking lot brawl. But by the time Bigger Bet is over, he should have a big smile on his face.
You better.
I hope.
If you better, or you're gonna have a Sully arm up your ass.
Yes, that's another story.
And if anybody doesn't know what we mean by that, go to warriorsofwrestling.com and purchase the last 2 shows for a special guest appearance by Monsters Inc. Sully, but only his arm.
December and January, the last show I didn't wrestle. Or actually, the one match, Kev, is on YouTube at youtube.com/WWTV Live, and it's one of the newer ones. We versus Logan Black.
Oh my God! I think that's what everybody was kind of looking forward to, the second match you had against Logan. That you guys were outside beating the crap out of each other, and then people were waiting for it, and then all of a sudden the blue arm made its way in, and like there was actually pop. It was pop for a freaking arm.
Just an arm.
Just an arm.
I feel good just to beat him with that.
Just as long as my merchandise didn't get destroyed.
Oh, shut up! Jesus, I had to.
You know what? We did that one time, and Eric Sims was out there. He had I think he brought him Rikishi. This is the first time, not recently. And we were brawling out near his table, and he's getting up. He's like, "Stay." And again, this match is on YouTube. Stay away from it. We should have threw everybody to his table.
See that now? That you should have done.
You should have.
I like Eric, so don't get me wrong. I like Eric. But
I mean, there's numerous shows. Somehow, wherever I sit, the action find its way towards me. So, I had to get out of the way. There was guys getting blasted through the gate. The Funkenstein Wrestling Superstar was going through an earthquake. So, I mean, yeah, it happens. I've gone to other promotions where I had to clean off the table of my stuff because the table wound up in the ring. So, I mean, stuff like this happens. You got to be ready, Greg. You can't just set up, tent over there and, call it a day. You got to be ready.
Well, I won't be bringing anything with me except for photos and Sharpies. That's about it.
Yeah. So.
You're not bringing the figures next show?
For me, I'd rather have the space just for the talent.
There's going to be a lot of people. Tickets are doing very well.
Really,
kids are going to be going. So yeah. So
and you know what? I've seen a lot of people on Facebook and on Brooks' Twitter, they're talking about that they're coming to the show, and I finally get to meet Brooks for the first time. And there are people traveling from a long way. There's, I think, like 2 or 3 people coming down from Pennsylvania to see the show.
I got some tickets that just sold today from South Jersey near Atlantic City, which really we don't have a presence down there at all.
How many have we sold so far? Are we allowed to talk about that?
Front row will be sold out before the event. There's no doubt in my mind.
Tremendous. That's tremendous.
That's really good. That's really good. Well, you got
And this is again.
You got some fans down in South Jersey.
Hold on. I'm not like some promotions that have 16 front row seats and say, "Oh, front row sold out." No, we have a legit around the ring.
We won't.
How many front row seats do we have around the ring?
We won't go into.
I put out 60. But if I have to, because sometimes the idiot that works the gate, we don't know who she is. She oversells it, and I
stop
don't know
it!
how.
Leave her alone.
I had to put out 62 and 63.
Dude, you are so mean.
He really is.
How does she talk to you still?
I wish she wouldn't.
Oh,
brutally honest man.
oh, Jesus. Holy God.
No, hold on. So she's a Cowboys fan, you know this, right? She always goes to Buffalo with me.
Yes.
And the Cowboys were playing the Bills this year at the end of the year. It was like the second to last week. So it's in December. No, I don't want to go up there. It's cold. So I said, I'll take you one day to where the Cowboys play. And I am. But this happens to be it's not football, it's for WrestleMania. Am I lying? It's the Cowboys aren't playing that day, that's all.
Yeah.
Still going there.
We're still going there.
Going to the house that Jerry built.
Dude, I don't understand how she puts up with you. I don't. I really don't. You're a man. I think Damage 365 Radio is gonna have to start a dating radio program, and
I'm doing her a favor by being with her.
Oh, please.
Jesus.
You're gonna marry that woman.
Let's see. I think the odds
You get married to Greg.
Yeah, I think the odds of Greg marrying Sabrina are more of a chance of happening than Bellini getting married.
Well, yeah, you never know. It's been in the works.
Oh.
So
I don't think he has a choice.
I'll leave it at that.
I don't think Richie has a choice in the matter.
That's another story.
Richie, we're getting married. Okay, hon.
Thanks a lot.
Hold on, I gotta clear it with Bellini.
As long as me and Joe are invited to a wedding and we get to sit at the same table, I'm good.
Man, listen. Joe's more gonna end up being in one of my groomsmen.
Oh boy.
I'll make sure I'm out of the state that day.
Oh my God! I just want to sit at. I just want to sit at the table with Bellini, John Menachino, Dave Mooch, and anybody else you've pissed off in the wrestling business.
What?
Oh, you're gonna need a bigger table.
You're
gonna need a bigger table than that.
We're gonna need a whole.
I'd have to extend an invitation to Pat Buck, Eric Tapout.
Oh no, we don't.
I don't know if you want them to at the same.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh well, we may have a match right there.
Yeah, well, one wrestler and one wrestling fan.
Speaking of Eric Tapout, I heard that Pro Wrestling Syndicate is making a comeback, and I'm not talking about West Coast. I'm talking about Eric Tapout's part of it.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
going to try to run on his own, but also he has to. Pat will not, because Pat is still technically a mutual partner.
Yes.
So he has to be bought out before Eric can run any show.
That's exactly.
I don't know, but
that's what I've heard too.
Lawyers are expensive.
March 26th, he's doing the Bombshells match.
Yeah, the Bombshell show he don't care about.
That's his thing. That's Tapout's
But
thing.
I read that he has an ad out, and it says somebody has Pro Wrestling Syndicate, so I know it's not that, because Pat wouldn't promote that. He goes, "Are you guys can return to Rawway?" And he said, "Yeah."
The people in Rawway don't like him.
I'm just saying. Money's money, Rich.
Nobody else likes him either.
What is he going to do?
I met the guy twice.
Maybe he's going to buy out Superstars of Wrestling.
That's not much to buy out.
We got to start somewhere.